Hey, all my Mystic Kings and Queens. This is Mystic Matt coming at you with a video on how to create my lucky money abundance prosperity rice. You heard that right. So as we all know, gas prices continue to rise, food prices continue to rise. The holidays are upon us and that cash flow is going to be needed, right? So I'm going to do this in different sections. This first part, I'm going to show you that pretty much the ingredients that you would need. Granted, there are 1,000,001 ways that you can create lucky rice, so this is not the be-all, end-all way to do it. Cada cultura tiene su manera de hacer el arroz de abundancia y prosperidad. So yeah, let me go ahead and start that really quick. You're gonna need a couple of bowls, okay, to put your rice in. And you can use whatever rice you want. I prefer to use the long grain rice. La marca, the brand, does not matter as long as it's long grain rice. And for me, long grain, it's just a bit bigger. It looks more aesthetically pleasing to the eye as well. You're going to need tres aceites. I use jasmine oil. I use clove oil, and I also use cinnamon oil. All these oils are good to for the attraction, the abundance, the money. Ahora, también I'm also going to use some herbs and spices. El clavo, you're going to need some clove. You're going to need some patchouli. Get yourself some star anise, estrella anise, for this. And mind you, you're not going to use a whole bunch of it, but you are going to need it. Some cinnamon sticks, okay, y también some menta. Now, what I do also with my lucky rice, since we are trying to create something to bring us the abundance, and not only bring it to us, but protect it from going out or getting tainted and tarnished, I use coarse rock salt, okay, and I also use pink Himalayan salt. Again, the brand that you use does not matter as long as it's, pink rock Himalayan salt and coarse, I'm sorry, this was coarse sea salt, not rock salt, I apologize, sea salt. También you're gonna need piedra imán, lodestone, food coloring. I'm gonna use el verde porque el verde pues es dinero, symbolizes abundance, prosperidad, and también voy a usar el amarillo. I'm gonna use some yellow, okay, some yellow because it represents the sun and the brightness, the open roads, growth, because we all know it means sun makes things flourish and grow. También you're going to need tres billetes. Now you can use any kind of money you want, whatever nationality or country you're from. $3 bills or whichever. If you want to use a 20, it's up to you. If you want a 50, it's up to you. Again, it really doesn't matter. But the power of 3, okay? Y esto lo vamos a mochar. We're going to cut, and I'll show you in the later video. Now, the last thing that you're going to need is some coins, okay? Some pennies. Now, what you want to do is get 7 of these coins, these centavos, okay? And you're going to make sure that the year they were made is from 1982. Below, it is said that prior to that year, they had more cobre in there, they had more copper, percentage-wise, compared to today's pennies. So the more copper in there, I think it's like 80-some percent, 84% cobre that's in there. We all know copper is a conduit. It attracts, it what's the word here? Yeah, the best word is it's a conduit, for attraction. It brings in. So let's go ahead and begin. All right, so the first thing that you want to do is pop open your arroz. Ahora yo compré a pound, about a pound bags, I'm sorry. You could buy the 3-pound bag, the 5-pound bag, it's up to you, about 2 pounds, 2 bags. So what I want to do is pour a little bit, like maybe a quarter of the bag in one. That's going to be my yellow rice, okay? And then, oops, spilled some. And so then I want to put the other part into a bigger bowl. That's going to be my lighter shade of green rice. Again, it's all just to make it more aesthetically pleasing. So vamos a abrir la segunda bolsa aquí, por favor. Ojalá que no se me tire todo el arroz, because just right now I almost slipped and I almost spilled everything. Alright, so in the bigger bowl, you're going to pour pretty much the entire packet. The 1 pound of rice. And that's going to be el arroz que está un poquito más verde. I mean, well, the greener part. Alright, so all you need now is to grab your green food coloring, okay, y echarle unas gotitas. All right, 1 second here. Okay, so we're gonna pour a couple of dots in there. All right, so we're gonna add a couple of dots there. Como 5, about 5 dots. And the bigger one, we make it 10. 2. Now, depending on how the color turns out, I might want to add a little bit more. The other 2 you're going to need is a cuchara, a spoon. And so, yeah, you just start mixing in the color. And we'll see how this turns out, okay? And yes, you just keep mixing and mixing. Mezclele. You keep going and going until you spread out all that color, todo el color, que todo el arrocito se pinte un buen color de verde. And again, this is preference, es preferencia, usted como quiere el color, si lo quiere más verde, échale más, si lo quiere menos verde, pues no le eche tanto. Don't put too much of the food coloring dye in there. So I wanted a little bit more green to invoke the abundance and prosperity. So I'm gonna add some more food coloring, okay? And yeah, so yeah, you just keep on stirring, mixing and mixing. A lot of people think that el trabajo, the work of a brujo, a curandero, a healer is easy. It's not easy, because not only do we have to go out and find these properties, these the herbs, the spices, the tools, the oils that we need to create it, but then we have to put the work into it, and it takes its time. Everything, todo lo bueno viene en su tiempo. Everything good takes its time. It's worth its time, right? And then after all that's done, we're putting in our prayers, our energía, los rezos, the energy, blessing it so we can work, a que trabaje lo que hacemos para ustedes, so it can work for you. And of course, now we're going to use it with yellow. I use 10 drops for the yellow porque me gusta que salga el color, right, for it to jump out at you. Another thing you're going to need is, I mentioned earlier, is paper towels. Make sure you have something to Folks, I do believe I have a dud. Not sure what's going on here, but my yellow is looking orange like the sun. It's okay. That's not my fault, that's a manufacturer fault right there. Pero como quiera, I can use the rice in other spells, other magic, porque el color naranja, it's still orange and still a sign of abundance and growth. So we go with that. Okay, folks, so we're back. Easy remedy. Just save the orange rice for a different video, a different purpose. And now we've got the beautiful arroz amarillo. Beautiful yellow rice. Exactly what I wanted. There we go. Para que miren que no todo el tiempo, esto no es fácil. This is not easy. I want you guys to see and know that sometimes things get in the way, retrogrades in the way, negativity, roadblocks in the way from having us do our good work to help others and help out the planet, help out the universe. All right, there you go. El arroz amarillo. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this rice overnight, let it dry out, let it soak up all in there, and tomorrow I'll continue the video and record the rest on how I utilize the herbs, the spices, los aceites, the oils, and the rest of all the products, okay? Until then, this is Mystic Matt. Love you guys. Be safe. Peace. Hello, all my Mystic Kings and Queens. This is Mystic Matt, and I'm coming to you with the, I guess, the second part of the video on how to create my Lucky Abundance Prosperity Rice. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload these videos in different sections or just kind of make one long video without any edits. Well, technically there'll be edits because I'll be editing all the videos I'm creating and actually putting them together. So en esta parte nomás le voy a enseñar que cómo salió el arroz, how the rice come out. All right, so it stayed in the bowls overnight. Let me see if I can lower this down for you fellas and you ladies, my Mystic Kings and Queens. So this is how it came out. Mire, it's all dry, all good. This is a lighter green, lighter shade of green. Y el amarillo también. I like the yellow when it actually came out like it looks like it's wet. It's actually not, it's just really shiny. Again, like the bright colors of the sun, right? All right, let's see, back up we go. All right. So in this part, I'm going to show you the next process, and it's pretty much going to be the billetes, right? Remember we talked about that. It don't matter what cultura, what culture you're from, what region you're from, country, as long as it's 3 bills, and you can use 1s, 5s, 10s, 100s, 50s if you want. I know a time in America they used to make the $2 bills. You can use those, you know, since those are pretty rare to come by, and I consider those lucky. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that up. Another thing we're gonna do is add our herbs and spices, our mint, our cinnamon, clavo or cloves. La estrella anise, star anise. And like I mentioned before, patchouli. I put it back in the back over there. I have to go get it. Some coarse sea salt, because I do believe that we want to protect the money, our finances that's coming in, what do we have, for it not to go out, not to be tarnished or tainted. And pink Himalayan salt as well, for the healing process of your finances and your money, la abundancia, to keep it cleansed and healed as well. Okay. Aceites van a ser aceite cinnamon oil, aceite de clavo, clove essential oil, and jasmine, el jazmín. All right, so let's get started. All right, so you can do this individually or all together, todos juntos. I'm gonna go ahead and do it todos juntos, because I believe in the powers of three. So if you are one of those people that like to kind of go fast with things, that's your choice. I don't believe in going or speeding up any process, because that is the whole point. You are putting your energía, your energy, your passion, and your strength, and your into all this. So yeah, bien simple. Nomás go ahead and grab your ones, your billetes, and start cutting. Okay, so here I am, just kind of showing you the different herbs and how much, kind of to put into the mixture. No gotta que ser mucho, it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit, okay? Ahí está esto. We're gonna add a little bit of mint, un poco de menta, and not very much, just a little goes a long way. Okay. Ahora la estrella anise, some star anise, and just a little bit, not too much. Again, the power of three. I love the way star anise smells. Y el clavo, clove, 3 clavitos, 2, 3. Padre, Hijo, Espíritu Santo, Holy Trinity. A little bit of the sea salt. Excuse me. Forgot to pop this open since it was a fresh can. Ya me va a faltar. So, again, for protection. Pink Himalayan for the healing. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and begin to mash this up. Energía going in here, rezos, prayers, petitions, thoughts, manifestation, todo. Okay, we'll see you guys in a minute. All right, we'll be right back. Yeah, so what you're gonna want when you're done is a real fine powder. Okay, All right, we'll see you in a few for the rest of the Lucky Abundance Prosperity Rice video. Okay, my Mystic Kings and Queens, Mystic Matt here, still continuing on how to create my Lucky Abundance Prosperity rice. So we've got all the rice colors here: verde, más oscuro, color verde para la abundancia, for the abundance, prosperity. We're gonna go ahead and put it into our bowl, just like that. Okay. We're gonna get the second one, a lighter shade of green. Again, I prefer using the long grain rice. It's more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, to me, and it's just the way, you know, I was raised at my cultura, and you know what I've learned. Support that as well. We do the same thing with the el amarillo, with the yellow one. All right. Now we're also going to put in the billetes. The spices, the herbs, every last drop, right? And of course, la piedra de imán, the lodestone. And what we're gonna do, we drop it in there, and we're gonna go ahead and mix all the rice up together. Mix up all the rice, all the energy, all the power, all the manifestation for abundance, abundancia, prosperity, prosperidad, buena fortuna, good fortune, buena suerte, good luck. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to drop in los 7 centavos, okay? 7 pennies, and again, remember, they've got to be, well, they don't have to be, but it's preferably that they are from the year 1982 below, because they were made with more copper. They had more cobre back then. More copper by, I think I read it was 84%. So of course we all know it's a good, you know, copper's a good conduit. It attracts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just keep stirring it. And this is my power hand, okay? I'm using my power hand. You can use your left hand if you want. If that is your power hand. I'm using my right. And again, you don't have to use your power hand, but it is, at least I recommend that you do. Recomiendo que lo hagan así. So, we're going to continue to stir it, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, trying to get the angles here pretty good for you, but it's kind of difficult. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put los aceites. Here's my cinnamon oil, and you can be as generous as you like. I've got a big jar, so I'm okay, I'm good. clove oil, el clavo. Again, this is just what I prefer. And last but not least, jasmine oil, jasmine. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and stir it all up again. Get it all nice and blended, all nice and mezclado. Now, some people, I mean, when it comes to comiendo el arroz, I mean, eating the rice, you know, we've all had that experience where we go to the rice or the flour, you know, maybe some sugar, and we see like little animals in there that started to grow coming from the actual flour or the rice. You gotta think about it. El arroz, although it's been picked, still sustains life. It's got vida, it's got the power to manifest or to give life. So we're using the rice in our lucky money prosperity rice to bring forth that exact thing. Bring life, money, bring life to your money, bring life to your abundance, bring life to your luck, life to your prosperity. Now, of course, you don't want to eat that rice, but if it's in your mojo rice, nothing bad at all. Now, you don't want an infestation of that. I mean, I've seen that where I've gone to certain shops in the past, in other cities, otros pueblos, otras ciudades, y, you know, the person made it, and unfortunately, there was too many little animals in there that I did not want that you don't want. Pero hay gente que sí lo usa, no le importa. All right, we have a few more ingredients to put into this. We'll be right. All right, all my Mystic Kings and Queens. This is Mystic Matt still, and this is the last part to how to make my lucky abundance prosperity rice. It's a bit late in the day, and I am tired. So, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to upload all these clips separately or just edit it into one, you know, long video. Nevertheless, you saw earlier how there was 2 different shades of green and the yellow, all the herbs and spices that went into it, you know, and of course, pounding, you know, and grinding, putting all the energy into the herbs and spices in the mortar with the pestle. So there's 2 other ingredients, or another ingredient I forgot to mention that I utilize, and it's the glitter. And of course, I'm using silver for the attraction. You know, we all know the symbolism of silver, and of course gold. I was thinking about adding green, but you don't have to. Again, like I said, there's a million and one ways to create this rice, and this is just one way. It's my way. I've used the green glitter before, but in this one, I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I have substantial enough green. So let me go ahead and just kind of bring this down and just show you how much I'm putting in there. I'm gonna go ahead and get the opening wide open, and be generous. Be generous. All right, there's the gold. Now we're gonna have the silver. All right, and again with your power hand, you want to go ahead and just mix it up. All right, I'm gonna continue doing this, and I'll be right back. All right. And in your head, en tu cabeza, en tu mente, atravesando los rezos. Say the prayers, what's in your heart, what you want, what you are asking of this arroz de suerte, de abundancia, prosperidad. What is it you want from this lucky abundance prosperity rice? I'm asking you to bring all my clients, myself included, my family, my friends, and anyone who utilizes this rice to bring them the prosperity, the luck, the abundance that they need. My God, if you could just be here, it smells amazing. It's just beautiful. El aceite de anís, aceite de clavo, aceite de cinnamon oil, y aceite de jazmín, all to attract. And just keep stirring till you feel that you've given it enough of a twirl, of a swirl. All right, I'm gonna stop here, and I'm gonna let my rice in front of my altar, mi altar, un poquito más que las energías con que yo trabajo, with the people I work with, my saints, my spirit guides, ancestors, everyone, all of them, to put in the energy and continue to bless it and just add more and more of the power for its purpose. All right. This is Mystic Matt. I hope you enjoyed the video. Signing out. Y'all be safe. And yes, this rice will be at my shop. I will be selling it. You also want to have little jars when you do make it, by the way, so you can put the rice in the jars, or pouches, or bolsillos, mojo bags, jars. Very important. Whatever suits you, whatever jives with you. All right. Once again, blessings, peace. Y'all be safe.